Okay, let's start by introducing the leader of Thurrock Council, the Labour leader, Councillor John Kent. John.
James. I've got to say, it's fantastic to see so many people here this evening. I don't need to remind anybody in this room that Thurrock Council's new cross-party, so leaders of the Conservative group, leaders of UKIP, we are still implacably opposed to any further crossings in Thurrock. We're not opposed because we're NIMBYs. We already have 3 crossings going through the borough. We're opposed because we know that the proposals that we have in front of us will do nothing to resolve the congestion that we already suffer from on far too regular a basis. We're not against new crossings, but those crossings have to be the right crossings in the right places. I've been really impressed by the way that Thurrock has risen to the challenge of this consultation. I've been really impressed by the way that we haven't divided into the east of the borough against the west of the borough, that we've stayed united, and I hope we can continue to do that. This is about opposing any new crossing, not just a crossing at option C. And finally, I don't use social media myself, but I do follow it, I do watch it. And I've been really impressed at the courtesy and the adult way in which this debate has been carried out. I would really ask everybody here this evening to continue that. You are going to hear things that you don't want to hear, but I do ask that those people who are saying it are heard with respect. I want to make sure that everybody has the opportunity to have their questions asked and their questions answered. Final 2 things I'll say. We want to be in contact with as many of you as possible, so if you can let us have your addresses, email addresses, whatever. If you can, try to write as clearly as you can, because we're going to have a...
Good evening. I actually like to think I'm representing the very vast majority of the residents, actually. So firstly, I'd like to thank, John Kent for the opportunity to stand here today and represent the residents of Thurrock, but also some friends south of the river in Gravesham and other villages. And also I'd like to thank everybody for turning up tonight. It's important that we have a real show of strength, not just at every consultation, but at every event like this. It's important that we stand shoulder to shoulder with this. My job is actually very simple tonight, because I'm surrounded by friends and neighbours, and actually in front of a very unified neighbourhood. And I'm very proud that actually we are standing here and saying enough's enough. So, as I go through some points here, and I just want to reiterate something that John said, it is important that we do so in a respectful way. We want to take the high ground here, and we want to just explain why this is fundamentally flawed, why Thurrock says no, and why enough is enough. In terms of the Facebook group, there are a number of them, but the main Facebook group that we have, 10 Crossing Proposals, has nearly 10,000 members. And regardless of what you may read, they're not auto-enrolled. We manually approve every single person on that group. And we will continue to do so. And that group has been the thrusting force of this campaign, and it will continue to do so. But we have no political agenda. I don't care who you vote for, neither does any of the admin group. It's run by the people for the people, and it will stay that way. But it's... that group has organised a number of things in the community, and things that we can do more. The one thing I will say is that we will continue to take the high ground here, and I don't feel the need to get into a public war of words with my own MP. But the public will do what they always do, and will vote at election time, and I'm confident that our neighbourhood will have a very long memory. So, lots of the reasons why we're here today.
Is there is a fact we all have to face up to, and that is that the Thurrock Crossing is operating at capacity. In fact, it's operating beyond
microphones on, thank you. And whoever's doing this, concentrate on what we're doing up here. Now, if you keep on shouting, then we will run out of time for questions at the end. And what everybody here tonight wants to do is ask Highways England and your members of Parliament what can be done, how it's going to affect you, your homes, where you live. So let Jackie finish, then we'll get on and we'll get questions.
I'm telling you the truth. Option D was rejected in 2009, 2013 and now again. 3 times. I'm not prepared to be manually bored, but I can get a better outcome than people of Thurrock, than the option that Highways Agency want to give us. They've outlined their preferred option. It's not one that's acceptable to me, but I think we should come together and use to get the best possible outcome of Thurrock, because the simple truth is this. People in the west of the borough are suffering poor air quality, and that will not be dealt with until we get a new crossing.
Just a minute, please. Just let's listen and then we can move on. Come on.
At the last parliamentary debate I had on this issue, when I actually vetoed my great option D, and the minister said they're not looking at it, I said, okay, right, you bring me an option in Thurrock that meets 3 criteria. Those criteria were that it wouldn't alleviate pressure at the golf crossing, that it would not lead to more traffic on the M25 here, and thirdly, and most importantly, that it would not add to more congestion on the Thurrock road network. Now, I'll be honest, I did not think they could come up with such an option, but I firmly believe that Route 4 does meet those criteria. Because it allows that traffic to completely bypass our network. We've heard criticism that the new crossing lanes take 14% of traffic away from that crossing. That is 1/8 difference, ladies and gentlemen. That is a material difference. And when the crossing is operating at capacity, it will make a huge difference. I'll make one final point, actually. We are here at Tilbury Cruise. This community would not be here were it not for the dogs. We are here because of our port industries that are growing. Our ports are expanding. We are, whether you like it or not, we are a logistics hub. And we are going to sustain this community and have more jobs for our children and our children's children if we continue to invest in our road network. Or you want to invest in our future. I know what I want to do.
Wait, one moment, please, ladies and gentlemen. Can I call on Stephen Medcraft now, the Member of Parliament, of course, who represents the other side, as it were.
Thank you, James. Good evening, everybody. I have to say that Jackie and I agree on many things, but on this we are taking slightly different approaches. They're not fundamentally different, but they are different. I want to reiterate that I have a fundamental opposition to the proposals that are being put forward at the moment. Objection. There are a couple of things I just want to get out into the open that perhaps are not entirely clear at the moment. Firstly, that this is the start of a process that will run for at least 5 years. This is the 8-week consultation on, well, I'm slightly confused as to whether or not option A is or is not on the table. I've today tabled questions to the Transport Secretary to try to get clarity on that issue. But the final decision will not be made for a number of years, so we have opportunities to put representations in now and when further decisions are made. So I want to encourage you